Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my live streams. It is Sunday night, and it is time for the Ready, Set, Go preview show. This is the show where I spend a little bit of time telling you guys all about the content that is going to be coming out from the channel. We'll spend a little bit of time talking about some news and some other things that may be top of mind. And then we're also going to give away a really cool slab sponsored by GoCollect. And then I will also preview for you the next book that we're going to be giving away. But before we get to our agenda, I want to say hello to some comic book soldiers that have joined us here in the room. So who do I see first? I think there's like 25 of you guys here already. Harvey Abel is in the house. Harvey, you will see this on replay, my friend. It is good to see you. Thank you for always supporting the channel. Chris Barrett is in the house. How you doing, my friend? Johnny Future is here. It looks like Johnny Future, Chris Barrett, and Harvey Abel were having a nice back and forth there before the chat got started. Chaos Lord is in the house. It's always good to see you. Gotham City Comics is in the house. Scrolling through the names here. Tina, how you doing? It is always good to see you. Clayton is in the house. Felix is here. Mark Tripp is here. Scrolling through the names. Scrolling. Randy is in the house. Johnny Future already said hello to you. Shelly Cakes, it is good to see you. Thank you for joining the live stream. Rob Worst is here. Cody is in the house. Who else do we have here? I think that's about it. There's a couple other people. Joseph is here. I see Joseph there popping in at the bottom, and I've already said hello. Connie, how you doing? All right, so there we go. The room is starting to fill up here. I want to thank you guys for taking a little bit of time out of your Sunday to join us as a part of the Ready, Set, Go preview show. I actually look forward to this stream all week. I enjoy the impromptu midweek shows, but I do enjoy the Ready, Set, Go preview show. Anytime I have an opportunity to sit down and chat with you guys and have a little bit of back and forth, I am always in favor of that. So I want to talk a little bit about some things that have been popping up as of late. And here, let me do this before we get going. If you are watching this and you have yet to subscribe to the channel, I want to encourage you to hit the button. Just go ahead and subscribe and tap that notification button so that you can stay abreast of all the content that I release on a weekly basis. We release content Monday through Friday. We have a couple of live streams during the week, and then we always have one on Sunday at 7:30. So if you are just seeing this for the first time, I want you to hit the button. If you've been watching yet not subscribed, I want you to hit the button because we have a lot of fun around here. So I want to name off some characters. And I want to see whether you guys Metaphor Nickel says tap. Oh, well done. All right, so I want to type something in here. I should have had it set up to go cut and paste. But I don't. So apologies for that. All right, so here we go. So what do the following characters have in common? Thanos, Colossus, Jason Todd, Wolverine, Johnny Storm, Bucky, Jean Grey, Superman. What do these characters have in common? What do they have in common? Ariel, how you doing, my friends? Good to see you. Wayne McDonald in the house. Chris Barrett says they were killed for no reason. Fist of Doom 84 says all died but didn't stay dead. And this is like a long list. Dead One says James. Cheap Death says Meta Nickel, I think that's how you say it. Ariel says they have all died and come back. Clay said they can't die. Technically they can, but they do come back. Oh, somebody said orphans. Is that true? No, not for all of them. Just for some of them. Oh, for the ones I typed in, you might be right. Well done on that one. Good one. But what they have in common is the fact that all of these characters were killed at one point in time or another. Some were killed as part of the story, like a really good story was being told, and it was important that that character die. Like Jean Grey, there was some good stuff that was happening when Jean Grey was killed. People hated it, but And if you think about Jason Todd, Death in the Family, which I have a stack of these behind me, great story. And I just finished reading Hush today, so I got another taste of some Jason Todd, Batman and Robin action earlier today. I finished reading the entire Hush today. But what's interesting is that all of these characters have died and have come back, and it's like a long laundry list of characters that have died and have come back. Many of these characters were killed off because of the story. They were killed off and they were designed to stay dead, but they have actually come back. And I think there's two characters that have never come back, and that's Gwen Stacy and Uncle Ben. Those are true, like they've come back in flashbacks and all that kind of stuff, but not to real life. But here's the thing, and I want you guys to file this one under the heading of maybe Marvel is listening, right? File it under that. Earlier today, some releases came out from Paluski. I think that's how you say his name. The editor-in-chief of Marvel. Say his name, that's the name. He has basically come out and he has made some statements that I think signal that maybe Marvel is actually listening. And if you think about it, like these statements are coming on the tail end of some things that DC has done that I think are very interesting. DC has only had their A and B variants for the most part. They have announced that they are cutting back on titles, right? If you think about Marvel and DC, we're in this race to see who could put out the most titles in a given month. DC has actually announced that they're cutting back their titles. Just last week, I think, or maybe it was a week before, I can't remember. They also announced that they're only going to be shipping a lot of titles once per month. So they are cutting back. I think DC is trying to do the right thing by the consumer, which I think is wonderful, right? And maybe Marvel is listening, and here to the customer, that is, and maybe even to retailers. But here's a quote that I want to read you from the editor-in-chief of Marvel. He says, I don't want death to be used to boost sales or as shock value so that people go, oh my God, Johnny Storm is dead or Wolverine is dead, knowing that they're just going to be coming back. If we choose to do it now, i.e. kill somebody, we're going to add a little more weight and permanence to the situation. So that is the editor-in-chief of Marvel basically saying, we are not going to kill off characters simply for the sake of sales. And I think that Wayne McDonald says DC is smart. Yes, they are. And what people have been saying is DC is smart. Will Marvel take notice? Will Marvel listen to the things that retailers and consumers have been saying? Will they take notice of the smart things that DC is doing? And it's a maybe, right? File it under the header, that maybe Marvel is listening. I think that you can put this under there, and I think time will tell whether they actually mean it. I don't want death to be used to boost sales or to use as a shock value so that people go, oh my God, Johnny Storm is dead or Wolverine is dead. Maybe they're actually going to stick to it. Maybe they're going to focus on putting out better quality stories and stop going for the gimmick. Stop going for the cheap, attention grabbing storyline just to sell books. Maybe they're going to focus on quality. And I think that this is actually a really good sign. And maybe Marvel has actually said this before. I honestly don't know. But the fact that they are saying it now, at least we have to pause and consider what they're saying. And then maybe they're actually going to stick to it. So Gotham City Comics, I want to thank you for the super chat there. Definitely appreciate that. Here's another quote. He says, death is part of comic book universes, particularly a part of the Marvel universe. Every character has been killed off and come back at some time or another. We always say there are two characters that will never come back, and that's Gwen Stacy and Uncle Ben. We've said it back in the day that Bucky would never come back, and now we have Winter Soldier. So he is pointing to the fact that they have said some of this stuff before, kind of reversed themselves. But maybe they're going to do something a little bit different. And he's saying, he didn't say people weren't going to die. What he did say is that if people die, it'll be for a point and that it may actually be more permanent than a year or two, which seems to have been the pattern for a lot of things. Chris Barrett says that the saying goes, everyone comes back except for Bucky, Jason Todd, and Uncle Ben. There you go. But Jason Todd was back, right? I think he did come back. Harvey Abel making a point about Atlas Comics. Don't preempt me. Don't preempt me, Harvey, on Atlas Comics, my friend. I have some stuff coming right now. Marvel and DC suck for not giving creators health insurance, but aren't the creators independent contractors? Maybe that's why. But again, even a barista at Starbucks has health benefits, right? Scrolling through some of the comments here. Yep, every single character in the MCU has died. I think they have a still copy of a Punisher kills the Marvel universe. Yeah, I think the Punisher did die. Well, when I was doing some of the research, it seemed like, I was looking up characters that died and come back, and there was like a laundry list of both DC and Marvel characters that have died and come back. And so this isn't like a phenomenon that is unique to Marvel, because DC does it. But my hope is that maybe what they're signaling is that they're going to start trying to do things a little bit better. Maybe that's what they're saying. Only time will tell. I mean, you look at what DC is doing, and DC is definitely, it says don't drink the Kool-Aid. No, we're gonna drink the Kool-Aid, but we're still gonna cut an eye towards the truth, right? To still look for the truth. I mean, you have to, in my opinion, you have to believe what people are saying until they give you reason not to believe them. You know what I'm saying? And for personally, like, I didn't buy any of the Death of Wolverine stuff. I think I bought one of the return. I think they had like 10 different covers of his return. I think I bought one, but I didn't go for that gimmick. Just like a lot of the big events that they do, I don't go for those as well. Just because and I'm not saying that those things are bad. I'm simply saying that I have made a decision that I'm going to draw a line in a particular place, and then I try to hold accountable to that. Chris Barrett says Bucky isn't back. Technically, he became Winter Soldier, but he's still named Bucky. Jeff Johns brought Barry Allen back, even though there was consensus that Wally Westby was the best Flash. I have heard that argument before. I've heard that. Wait a minute. Did somebody talk about the Gibbon? The Gibbon, I think they should bring him back, though. I really do. I really do. 18.HU is a very sad issue. They actually killed the Gibbon. Fingers crossed that the Gibbon comes back. Second Street Marvel says War of Realms has been underwhelming. A lot of people love War of Realms, man, but when I saw it coming in Previews magazine like a couple of weeks, maybe it was a month before, I decided I wasn't going to do it. I decided I wasn't going to commit to that massive thing. And this is actually something that I've been debating, talking about in a video. Someone asked me the other day, they were like, so what is one of your favorite story arcs, right? And I'm reading a lot of old stuff, a lot of old Amazing Spider-Man. I read Hush, which was a massive story arc. I started reading Year One, Batman Year One. But I'm also reading a lot of ASM. I'm reading a lot of early X-Men stuff. And one of the things that I've realized is that early on, like a story arc, if you will, was like an issue or two, and that was it. Like, you could read a single issue of Spider-Man and know everything you need to know. You can know about Aunt May, maybe some Uncle Ben stuff, maybe some girl trouble stuff, maybe some financial trouble. You would know about J. Jonah Jameson. You would have a villain that presents himself, a problem, a climax, and then a wrap up all in one issue. You would have you would have a bow that just put on the top of that issue. But nowadays you have to read 12 issue story arcs and all the tie-ins that spread just across the entire universe. But back in the day, 1 or 2 issues, you were good. Maybe there was 3, like the Galactus trilogy, right? Fantastic Four, 48, 49, 50, fantastic trilogy, right? But most things, I think, back in the day were like short, encapsulated, and I kind of miss some of that stuff. I miss short, encapsulated story arcs where you may have a thread of something that runs across, but you can read an issue and just be entertained by that one issue versus, a ton of them where there's like 12 of them, 15 of them, they come out weekly or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? And then there's all the tie-ins that you have to read in order to like figure out what's happening. Because when, let's say you're reading X-Men, if you don't read X Factor and New Mutants and this, that, and the other, when you come back to the next issue of X-Men, some stuff has happened. And you're like, well, what the heck happened? If you don't read those tie-ins, you have no clue. And I recently read Extinction Agenda from the 90s. And it would go from issue to issue, and I would lose things because I wasn't reading all the tie-ins. So just something to kind of that's been in the back of my mind. But again, getting back here on topic, it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen with Marvel, because I like what they're saying about not killing off characters for the sake of killing characters off. I think that is a good move, but only time will tell. You guys are having a debate about Barry Allen. Oh, James says he is definitely guilty of looking forward to Absolute Carnage. Nothing wrong with that, man. Absolute Carnage is probably going to be a beast of a storyline. I might not buy it, but it's probably going to be a beast of a storyline. Oh, man, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. All right, as long as you guys are having fun. All right, so I want to give you guys an update on some things that are coming out. Can anybody else name a character that hasn't died? I'm curious. I think I saw a couple in here, but I'm just curious whether there's some other characters that have never died. Give you guys an idea of what's coming out for the week. I'm probably going to go live at least 1 to 2 times this week. And at least one of those live streams, I'm actually going to give away one of those additional gift cards that I've been giving away for my buddy Ryan, who is celebrating the birth of his daughter Tegan. So make sure you tune into the live streams, because I'll do a giveaway in room for one of those live streams again to celebrate Tegan's birth. This week we have some cool videos coming out, I think. We're going to do a haul video. We're going to do a hunting video. I have an art project that I've been working on in the background. So there's a video that's going to be coming out talking about my secret art project. So hopefully you guys will check that video out. And then I think it's a fun video. I think it's a fun video on the power of comics. And this is something I think I mentioned in one of the recent live streams that I did, but I finally recorded the video on the power of comics. And I think that it's going to be a fun discussion. And there's a couple of provocative things that I talk about in that video that I hope you guys will jive with. And I'm definitely looking forward to hearing what people's thoughts are, but it should be a good week. And I may move a couple of things around. I may substitute some stuff, but it's probably going to be a hunt, my art project, and then we'll see how the rest of the stuff shakes out. All right. So Collecto6 says, I dig it. All right. So good. All right. Aquaman, wait a minute, he lost a hand, but I don't remember Aquaman ever dying unless it was after 2000. Could be right. Okay. Aquaman, there we go. That's one up there. Kind of scrolling through. Immortal Hulk is always immortal, always dying again. Yeah, I think, wasn't he shot in the head and technically did die, but he did come back. So Big Shaq Comics, how you doing? Isaac is in the house. Scrooge is too rich to die, just like Monty Burns. You guys are hilarious. Do I like Watchmen? Is that to me or someone else? Sidian. I don't read Watchmen. I don't read it. Never have. I think I saw parts of the movie, but I never actually watched it. All right, so let's go ahead and need a gift card after that. So all right, let's get some Spider-Man tails out there so we can collect and hang on the wall like Trial of Peter Parker. Funny. All right, so scrolling through. Sorry about that. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get to the giveaway. This is a pretty good giveaway. I have to admit, this is a pretty good one. This week's giveaway that you guys helped me select last week is this book right here, Eternals #2, 9.4 off-white to white pages. This is a really, really cool book. Jack Kirby story, Jack Kirby art, cover. This is a really cool book. And I'm going to tell you, if you actually have a chance to read this book, the writing on the series is a little rough, but the more you read, the better it gets. It's maybe like beer. The more you drink it, the better the beer tastes. But this is some Jack Kirby goodness. And as you guys see on that wall behind me, that bottom row is all additional Jack Kirby goodness. So definitely working in some themes here. So let's do this. I looked up the FMV for this book. I think it was last when we unveiled this book. I actually showed you guys FMV, but let's pop over to GoCollect. We'll take a look at the FMV for this thing really quickly, and then we are going to slide into the details of the giveaway so we can keep everything moving forward. So I'm actually going to share my screen here with you guys so that you can actually see the GoCollect interface. And we are on the front page of the site. So we are looking up Eternals #2. I'm going to hit the search button. Hopefully everything works fine. Here's the book right here. You can see I already have one in my collection. You can see your 9.8 FMV, which I do not own, is $800. We're going to click on Analyzer. And this book is a 9.4. So we're going to scroll down. You can see here at a 9.8, the values have gone up 5.5%. At 9.6, they've gone up 7.8%. 9.4, a whopping 17%. That is crazy right there. Seems to be a hot area right there. 9.4. The 9.0 has decreased 30%, which is staggering. So let's go ahead and click on the 9.4. There's been 16 sales, and you can see that this book is hovering as of late around $200. On 5/7, it was $192. On 4/22, it was $200, and right before that, it was at $140 and then $179. So you're definitely in a good place with this book. So definitely a solid FMV associated with Eternals #2. So let's go ahead and pop over here, and we are going to look at the list of the people that have entered this week's contest. I want to say there were almost 190 names, I want to say, but hopefully you guys are able to, let me expand this thing a little bit so you guys can see all of the names. And this list gets posted up early in the morning so that you have time to confirm that your name is there. Just keep in mind a couple of things. The video for where the giveaway is mentioned comes out sometime between Monday through Friday. I am unable to tell people exactly which video and which day the video with the giveaway drops, right? The whole giveaway is intended to be a thank you back to the subscribers, people that watch the videos, people that enjoy the videos. And so if I tell one person what video it's in, it kind of makes it unfair for everyone. So if you are asking me ever in a comment to let you know what video things appear in, I'm not going to be able to answer those questions. So we're going to roll the dice here, and we're going to see that we have to randomize our list 7 times. So let's pop over to our list, and we are going to randomize this thing 7 times, and then we are going to figure out who our winner is. So there we have 194 people. So I'm going to randomize it once, twice, 3 times, 4, 5, 6. And our winner is Rush Die Hard. My brother, my Canadian brother to the north, has finally won one of the GoCollect giveaways. Congratulations, Rush. Rush has been a long time subscriber. He has been entering these contests for a while. And you deserve this, my friend. So congratulations to Rush Die Hard, my Canadian brother, on winning the GoCollect giveaway for this week. So I'm actually going to stop the share and remind everyone what Rush just won: a really nice Eternals #2 9.4. And then he also has won a copy of the GoCollect exclusive variant. This is Soulfire exclusive #1. Really nice book here. I will bundle these things up for you, Rush, and I will happily send them via FedEx up north to you. Please send me an email to regiecollects@gmail.com with your government name. I'm not sure if Rush Die Hard is your government name. Send me an email with your government name and your mailing address, and I will bundle this stuff up and get it sent off to you just as soon as I can. So definitely congratulations to Rush for winning the giveaway this week. So let me bounce back to the chat. Lucky guy, nice books, going to a good home indeed. Is definitely a really, really cool book, man. See, I'm scrolling through. Congrats, Rush. Couple of congratulatory comments. Tracy says he's mad that he didn't get. I think he was in the top 27 or so. Yeah, I mean, again, these giveaways, man, I think are really really fun. You know, these books are awesome. I enjoy shopping with other people's money. What I don't enjoy is having to give the books away. The books come and they get to hang out for a little bit and then they just go away. Thankfully, I have this Eternal, so I don't feel too bad about this one. But one that I'm still upset about was the Namor, the Submariner #1 that we gave away about a month ago. It was a 6.5, gorgeous book, gorgeous book. I have been unable to find another 6.5 at that price. And I am upset about it. I have to tell you, because I want another copy, and for the life of me, cannot find another copy. And that book was gorgeous. So congratulations to the guy that won that book, because that Joker was nice. Yeah, sorry. It could have been you, Steve, because the picture looks pretty clear on my side. So let me see if I can find your name, Steve. I'll pop back over to the list and see if you were in there. Scrolling through the list, Steve, you were 43 on the list. Steve, you were 43 on the list. Yep, same last name. Yep. Trying to bid to other people's money last night at the Legends. Oh man, yeah, that Submariner is a really. I have what, 2 copies of it. I had a third, had to send it back because the spine was split, and when that happened, I decided I was just going to get a graded book, and now I cannot find one for an affordable price, and I am not happy about that. So, Rush Diehard, congratulations to you, my friend. I will get this stuff bundled up to you just as soon as I see your email come through. And here's the question: are you guys ready to see the next book? Are you guys ready to see what we are giving away this week? Because I'm not going to do an unboxing. I've already unboxed the book and I know what I want to give away. So I'm curious. I'm curious. Tracy says he can actually see the wall tonight. It is pretty clear, isn't it? Again, maybe Comcast got their stuff together. Steve says it's cool, just working on my book as he watches. Chris, Party Town Comics says yes, he's ready to see it. Mylar Sleeve, how you doing, brother? He says yes, let's see it. Tina says yes. Ramos says see. Randy, what? Randy, don't be a dissenter. He says maybe. All right, so here. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this is a cool book. I'm gonna just be completely honest with you guys. I think that this is a really cool book. It's one that I don't own, and I ordered it because I wanted to see it. So here's the book. We are going to be giving away Ultimate Fallout #4, 9.6, white pages. This is the first appearance of the new Spider-Man, Miles Morales. This is a super, super hot book. This is the book that is going to be given away this upcoming week. And so just as a reminder, to win this book, a video will be coming out at some point between Monday and Friday. You watch the video. In the video, I will say, hey, if you want to win this book, do this thing. And really all that you have to do is head over to the community tab, find the post where I say, do you want to win this book? And the post is already up today, so you can go head over for that. And you'll click on the MailChimp link. You'll go to the MailChimp website and you will enter 3 pieces of information: your screen name, your email, and the response from the video. So when you watch the video and I say, hey, do you want to win this book? I will tell you what to do. When you click on that link and go to MailChimp, you plug in whatever it is that I tell you to plug in, and then you're in the running. And then we simply ask that you be a subscriber to the channel. Because again, this is a thank you. This is a thank you to subscribers. You have to be a resident of the US, a resident of Canada, or have a mailing address in the US. I think the last book actually went to, did it go to Hong Kong? The last book, I think, went to Hong Kong. The guy had a brother in California that I shipped it to, but I think the book ultimately is going to go to Hong Kong. So again, those are the requirements. You're in the running. You tune into the Ready, Set, Go preview show on Sunday at 7:30 to find out if you're the winner. It's relatively straightforward, but this is a really cool book, I do believe. Ultimate Fallout. This is a really cool book. Some Bendis Hickman magic over here, and I dig this book. I may hang this one on the wall for the next couple of days. Just so Chris Bigger says Miles is claimed. Oh my goodness, brother. Brett Hess says he's been buying up all the early Miles Morales stuff. Yeah, man. Johnny Future says, thank you, Reggie, in advance. Dude, I'm so ready for this one. Top 10. This is, I mean, it's honestly a really cool book. And what I try to do, to be honest with you guys, is I try to go buy books that I think are cool, books that I kind of want, books that I think you guys are going to like. And then I also try to do things that are a little different, you know, like I have a couple of books that I still have that I haven't rolled out that are outside of my comfort zone, again, because I want to appeal to lots of different people. So I don't just want to do modern books or Spider-Man books or Silver Age Spider-Man books, which is my thing. I'm trying to spread the love out a little bit. So hopefully you guys see that reflected in some of the books that I bring forward. So what is that? Bought 2 for cover price in October. Hey Jacob, send me one. Send your boy one. Just hook me up. Yeah. Oh, Tracy is best says the list will be miles long. You could be right. This last one was what, 194? The one before that was only 188 or something like that. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if the length of the list has something to do with the book that is be given away. I'm not certain. I mean, we've had pretty good turnout for a lot of the giveaways that we've been doing. I think Kirby is your next thing. Yeah, well, I just gave away one Kirby. Trying to think what's down there. I don't think that I have any more Kirby, but I do have some good stuff. Let me put it that way. Oh, I did go shopping. I went shopping today for you guys. At some point, we will announce trivia night. It won't be this first week of June, I can tell you that. Probably won't be the second week because I think we're going out of town at some point, but possibly the third or fourth week. But I went shopping today for a couple of things for trivia night. So stay tuned to that because it's a couple of cool books. I think there are a couple of cool books that I think you guys are going to like. And you know, the thing is, I'm out there thinking about you guys when I'm going shopping for stuff. So hopefully you guys like it. So with that, I'm ready for that 10.0 X-Men. Bro, I have a whole box. You can't see it. You can. The BCW box is sitting back there. Brother, there's nothing but newsstand X-Men back there. I have 1 through, I think 5. I think 1 through 5, all newsstand. Picks up a collection. It was almost all newsstand. So, yeah, I don't know if there's going to be any 10s in there, but there could be some really, really cool stuff. So anyway, with that, I'm going to thank you guys for hanging out with me just a little bit. We have some cool videos that are going to be coming out this coming week. I hope you guys will check them out. Be on the lookout for the video that contains the Ultimate Fallout announcement. And if you haven't had a chance to check out the videos that I released earlier this week, I definitely encourage you to go back and check those videos out because there's some good stuff there. Every single week, I try to bring out good content that is thought-provoking and also entertaining. And so if you missed something this week, yeah, the giveaway is over, but there's still some really good content. So if you have a chance, swing back, take a look at it, enjoy it. And then if you guys haven't hit the thumbs up button on this video, I would definitely ask that you do that because it sends a message to the algorithm for the YouTube machine to say this is a good video. What are you using for the sketch back there? What do you mean? What do you mean? That's actually a print. I have the actual sketch from Charlie Bird. That's actually one of the a print that's in, I don't even know, it's like a big top loader. I don't even know what you call those things, but it's just kind of back there hanging out, kind of sort of disguising the box back there because the box is just an ugly backdrop. Oh, Isaac, thank you, brother, for the kind words. I'm glad you were able to hang out for a little bit. With that, Party Town Comics, you know where to reach me, brother. If you need to chat a little bit more to keep it standing, it's leaning against the box. It's basically just a flimsy top loader. I don't even know what you call these things. A piece of original art that I bought actually came in this. So I'm actually just leaning it against that box that you can see back there, propping it up to make the backdrop look a little bit better than just seeing the box back there. So there you go. And again, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me just a little bit. I definitely enjoyed this. I hope you guys did as well. Stay tuned because we have some good content that is coming out this week. If you need to reach me, feel free to do so at Regie Collects on Instagram and reggiecollects@gmail.com. Take care and have a